Have you ever watched a YouTube short? Bless your soul if you haven't, and I recommend you stay away from them like it's the bubonic plague, because time feels different when you watch them. The people behind those content feed algorithms have figured out that it's way easier to watch tens, hundreds, or even thousands of short videos at a time than watching one long video. If you watch a couple of YouTube shorts and you want to see how long they were, they won't tell you. They aren't treated like a normal video, and you aren't made aware, even after the fact, how much time you spend watching shorts. Of course, this also applies to Instagram Reels and, most importantly, TikTok. Now, I have never really used TikTok, and I haven't even downloaded it on my phone, so I'm unable to speak from personal experience. But I know a lot of people that do have TikTok. They tell me that the algorithm on TikTok is far more advanced than on any other platform, and that without any outside interference, you can easily lose yourself in these videos and watch 4 hours worth of content when you only intended to watch 5 minutes worth. Because these short form videos are mostly on your phone, you can access them anywhere, and if you turn notifications on, they'll try to lure you in any chance they get. Most people can only recall very few videos from their binge sessions. I even know people who said that they didn't remember a single video after they watched short videos for hours. It makes sense, because why should your brain retain useless information? These videos might entertain you while you watch them, but they also make you turn your brain off. And turning your brain off is the most dangerous thing you can do. You enter this state of half living. You are awake, but you're still dreaming. I know there are people who actually dream of scrolling through TikTok, and they might as well chuck their phone into a canyon. A lot of short-form content is also targeted towards kids, with bright, shiny primary colors, very simple ideas and plots, predictable outcomes, etc. The creator is shaking the proverbial keys in front of the viewer so that they can keep watching their video instead of scrolling away. This process occurs in a matter of seconds, and the current design choices of short-form platforms are inherently predatory, in my opinion, because it incentivizes the creator of the short to make their videos super loud, bright, and flashy, so that they stick out from the rest. They are also essentially forced to clickbait, or I guess bait the viewer into watching the video, because the viewer can swipe away so quickly and move on to the next brain-dead video. Also, with the incomprehensible algorithm that dictates which shorts are recommended and which aren't, it's almost impossible to find the right audience for the video, so the creator once again has to compromise their artistic integrity and make the video as broadly understandable as possible. Even if you do somehow find the right audience for your short videos, chances are that most of your videos won't show up in the recommended. Your shorts are just more likely to appear. The money you get from short-form entertainment is also actual pennies. You could have 1 billion views on a YouTube short and make about $90 if you're lucky. So every video pays like dirt. It forces you to compromise your artistic integrity, and it forces you to generalize the video to the point of obscurity. Of course, some people still manage to make some good short-form content, but for every good video, there's a million bad ones. Some of them aren't even necessarily bad, they're just outright strange. It's almost like a robot tried to imitate humor and ended up failing miserably. Speaking of robots, let's talk about AI channels. Short-form platforms are full of them. You know what I'm talking about. It's the same text-to-speech voice reading some mediocre Reddit story and then not even finishing the story. It's the lowest hanging fruit possible. At this point, it's actually just growing from the ground. And it doesn't matter if 90% of those videos get only a couple thousand views, because they can pump out 10 of them in a day. So that eventually, they hit that home run with the algorithm by pure chance, or more like brute force. Guys, if we just banned Reddit, we could shut down so many content farms. So I say delete the whole website. Well, Reddit isn't the only issue. The new meta is posting whole movies and series through shorts with the worst background music known to man. Walter White epically falling and farting edit has more views than the Super Bowl. It technically doesn't infringe upon copyright because the clips are so short with awful quality. Even if they wouldn't make any money off of them, it would still grow their channel, thus still resulting in more views. The shorts are also promoted way too much, especially on mobile phones, and this is extra problematic because most YouTube content is actually consumed through mobile devices. To try and find a good video, you'll need to scroll past 8 shorts on average. And these questionable community posts also keep popping up and getting in the way, hindering you from watching gosh darn videos on the biggest video sharing platform on the internet. And you can't filter them out specifically. You'll always have to say that you're not interested in the video when it's a short, and at one point they will start popping up less. But still, the fact that I have to do all of that just to be able to watch long form videos again, as it always used to be. It's not even a smart financial decision on YouTube's side, because long form videos are far more profitable than shorts, and this issue cannot be fixed because of how shorts work. They're super easy to scroll past, thus making ads super skippable. And most people do not want to watch a 5-second ad for a 30-second video. Long form videos are the true cash cow, and not shorts. And I think YouTube kind of realized this because they started losing money, and now they're trying to get that money back by blocking ad blockers. And you can see in real time how well this is working out for them. Not every platform needs to be TikTok. I don't want a single application to be my source of entertainment. I guess I can blame it on capitalism, how everybody's trying to compete for your attention, but even that is kind of stupid because their decisions are actively losing money. It's also kind of funny to me that TikTok also realized just how unprofitable short-form content is, so they started to promote long-form content by allowing ads in your videos if they're over a minute long. And apparently a TikTok can be much longer now. Instagram also tried to make more long-form content with Reels, but it was implemented so horribly that people don't watch longer videos on Instagram. YouTube had it really good actually, but they just had to blow it all up because they were afraid of the big numbers TikTok was putting out. Most of these big numbers were mostly Family Guy or South Park clips combined with the most brain-rotten video game you can imagine. To find short videos that are completely original is like finding gold in a mountain of cow dung. Everything is just recycled, reused, and re-uploaded because it's already been proven that this content is successful. This is especially true for movies and shows because most of them are already popular prior to the short. So if you combine this with the fact that a lot of short form content viewers are really young, so young that most of them aren't even allowed to be on social media. These babies haven't seen The Dark Knight or even Avengers Infinity War, so this is how they're discovering these movies for the very first time. It's super depressing to see how their first introduction into great media, like for example Breaking Bad, is through watching the absolute climax of the show while funk music is playing in the background. It's like eating all the frosting off of a cake and putting some salt on it for good measure. Until there is some sort of system that can detect all of this stolen content at once, we're stuck with Skibbity Toilet Twerk compilation, Spider-Man edition getting 100 million views. Or alternatively, if sites like YouTube for example would implement a sort of age verification, but even if they try something like that, kids always find a way to get there and consume metric tons of Family Guy in bright colors. And who am I kidding? YouTube is greed incarnate and will keep pushing shorts as long as they bring traffic to their ecosystem. Children, women, cats, dogs, babies, who cares? As long as they can watch a video, they can be profited off of. If only people cared more about the things they consume, then maybe we could go back to the golden age again. Thank you everybody for watching this video, and remember, I will be splitting this video up into 9 different shorts, so remember to show them to everybody you know.